everyone, it is King Seeker here, and we are playing you guys' all your favorite game, Ship Sinking Sim. And actually, I'm going to be doing kind of an announce-ish video about it. Kind of doing a little bit of hero news coverage. So, if you guys haven't know already, and this is actually a little bit of old news since it's about a month old, but I am actually playing the newest version of the game, which is 1.3. And actually almost seems as if it is going to be the last version, for a couple of reasons here. And as you can see, I got a cool wooden ship, and I'm going to go ahead and let that sink while I talk. What ended up happening is the main developer, as he called himself, Paco Taco or something like that. Long story short, he openly admitted he wasn't the one developing it. He just simply started an Indiegogo, went to this guy who could program, offered too many things that he couldn't do, so essentially there was a big falling out between Paco and his name is Luke Wren, who claimed that they are still going to continue development, but there hasn't been an announcement or any news for the past month, and this is the newest version, which is 6 weeks old, which is about a month and a half old, unfortunately, so there isn't a whole lot of news on it. Unfortunately, though, looks like the project seems to be dead in the water. I went over to Luke's site and his YouTube channel. There hasn't been any updates in the past month. And usually, when it comes to a lot of dev stuff or stuff like this in general, you know about something kind of if it is slowing down or if there is another update. Because all the updates were frequently, roughly within about 2-3 weeks of each other. For at least for the first part, because the game, I have to get my double check my facts, but I believe it came out 2-3 months ago, something like that. Either way, it came out not horribly long ago, but according to Luke, he said he is going to continue development on the game. I'm yet to see any new progress or any new information. I would love to hear something from him. Unfortunately, I did see a post in French from Paco over on their Indiegogo page saying, I have not heard from Luke in several weeks. I am no longer on the development of this game. It's kind of a shame, or it's a shame. I'll put a comment of it, and it looks like my wooden ship is sinking. Yay, it's starting to take on water and sink to the bottom of the ocean. But I have to say 1.3, it is a little bit nicer, and I'll quick tell you guys what's all new. They did update the settings, which I'm going to go ahead and show you here. They got X-ray mode, which, if you guys remember the first build, you got to see it all in this kind of boxy-ish stuff. So you can turn that on and off. They kept the smash and grab tool, so nothing really has changed, and I actually got to go like that to turn that on and off. So we'll go ahead and bring that back up. You can see my nice War Thunder background in the background. So they added a bunch of other settings and stuff, and there we go. Ocean depth still changeable. I wonder if you can still... Oh, damn it, you can't still smash your ship. Unless I just smashed it and it's... Nope, it doesn't look like you can smash it anymore like you used to in the older version. They added a new thing where it's reload last ship, so it'll reload your ship after you smashed it. They still added the grab tool where you can pull your ship around and make it go sailing. And it kind of doesn't work the most powerful. I wish they would add like a mode where they can increase how powerful you pull on it. So like if I pull really hard, the ship keeps moving. If I go, or I just love to have it just as the arrow keys left and right to actually be able to get your ship to move. Something to maybe think about if they ever do come back around to the project, but from as far as I can tell, it is unfortunately dead in the water. Pardon the nautical pun, but it's sad kind of almost but true. So I'm going to go ahead and sink this guy because we want another ship to sink, so we're going to do something really violent. Just going to rip a big hole right in the middle, tear apart its whole structural integrity, and the ship's going to snap up. Both ends are going to go up in the air, and that's going to go down, it looks like. But yeah, unfortunately it is kind of a shame. It definitely was one of my more favorite games that in development that showed a lot of potential. And not to be kind of one of those negative Nancy kind of people, and not to bash indie games in general, but it does almost feel that a lot of these big hyped up indie games, i.e. on Indiegogo or Kickstarter, just seem to be falling flat or having issues like this. Like if anyone remembers Star Command, after 2 Kickstarters, they finally came out with it, and it was just too little too late. And unfortunately, it'd be kind of sad to see it happen with this one. I mean, it's not as big of a project. They're not promising as much, but it still would be very cool to see it completed and very cool to see it along the line. And I would love to actually buy myself a copy. Unfortunately, I never got around to joining the Indiegogo page, but all this controversy did break out by the time I was thinking of it. And that's the other weird glitch, too. I just noticed now. When your ship smashes the ground, it just disappears, and then this thing lags to shit. There is just nothing but lag. And there's also a big version of the Titanic with more detail. I can't seem to process it. And I'm on about 6 gigs of RAM, so it's on the upper end in terms of like store-bought computers, I should say. Most computers that you'd go ahead and buy from the store, which most family computers are roughly about 4 to 2 gigs of RAM. Unless this is more or less a processor, which I have the i5, which is mid-rate, decent enough. But yeah, so feel free to leave any comments below. I'd love to hear from the developer, or the, I guess you could say, the head contractor, Paco Taco would be considered. But it is kind of a shame to see it go, but hopefully we will hear more back, and if there is more, yeah, I will hopefully do some videos on it. I would love to do more videos, but unfortunately I don't have many ships to sink, and it can get pretty boring pretty quickly, actually, so. But we'll go ahead and rip apart another ship. Just destroy it. So I'm going to load a ship, actually. We'll load one more to sink before I bid you adieu. Let's play with this one called Cardboard. This one looks like fun. It's a little cardboard box. Now we're going to just completely screw with this ship. We go wave height high, water pressure high, buoyancy drop it to nothing, and then make it just bounce. Whee! Make it really strong, so therefore it'll just keep going up and down, and now it goes back up, flings it into the air. I love doing this, especially with Arrowin. I would do this, and you just send it up and down and up and down, and it was just so much fun. Let's see if we can't get it to go really far under. Alright, ready? Get it to sink as much as we want, make its buoyancy go up, and then kill the strength. So therefore it would just explode. Well, I guess it doesn't want to, so I'm going to break some holes in it, I guess. Here we go. We'll hit the water again. And let's see, we should put the buoyancy back to normal, so therefore when it hits, it's like hitting actual water. So now it'll hit the water and just sink. Whoops, I don't want to do that. But there we go. Oh hey, this one actually hit the bottom but didn't disintegrate. Oh, there it goes. Game didn't lag this time though. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me comment what you guys think of the whole scandal sort of thing that took place. Other than that, guys, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.